Okay, my name is James Williams. You can just come have it number 2. So, I discovered these things in my last video, so I'm going to do episode review. I'm going to have everything muted, and I'm going to explain to you why 10 years ago you would know me versus why you don't know me right now if things hadn't gone wrong. So this was a clone affair. Sadly, they won't play in the PlayStation. Not in the 3, not in the 4, they won't play. But I made these over 10 years ago, and it's me fighting me and J Diz fighting J Diz, and then there's me being the bad guy, where I can't remember if I fight us both or if I just fight him. I don't really remember. We made it for Made, when MTV was making teenagers into stars and stuff like that. So in the last video, I did Divide and Conquer. So I'm going to revisit Divide and Conquer, and not Dragon's Breath. We have done all we can do with Dragon's Breath. I'm going to put this in here with this Guardians of the Earth, which is not Guardians of the Earth, because it won't play. It is Guardians of the Earth, but, you know, it won't play. So, you guys can read Guardians of the Earth. Here's proof that it won't play. It's like I said, I don't tell lies, so I want everybody to see it's not going to play. I'm not that blessed, and maybe, just maybe because I said that, the shit just might play. It's not going to play. It's going to make a lot of clicking noises, though. Just listen. Yeah. Steadily clicking. Unsupported disk. So that being said, looks like I was right, and it wasn't going to play. But Guardians of the Earth, for what you're about to see, is episodes. So we started off with Divide and Conquer, so I'm going to restart with Divide and Conquer so that you guys can see what my intentions were. I'm not going to keep that out. And what I was working with. I'm putting Dragon's Breath up now. And, you know, had my stuff not been stolen, you would realize the potential that I had when I was younger and starting this, and it's a great loss for me because I never got the chance to fly. Yeah, I never got the chance to fly. So hopefully, I will at least give you my fleeting hope. All right. So I have no idea what time it is. It is 10:27. So it's more than likely this is going to be a few-part saga. Plus, I know they see the damn lights. Let me rewind, because this is the fight where I get my ass kicked. Alright, so Tay's character is named Steel. He's in the Fear Force. The Fear Force is a concept I came up with because of like Native American astral plane type stuff. So that's that. And I play the bad guy right here. So then, in the Fear Force, you're never in the same place more than once or twice. And so, Tape was a great sport, because he did his own stunts just like everybody else there. And I'll still do my own stunts as long as it doesn't involve me landing on my left hip. So in the meantime, in the real world, which I did put indications so that you'll know where you are in the story. You know, you'll know that this takes place over 2 days, because it'll tell you. And I filmed some of my stuff in Canada, and then I finished my stuff here. And the stuff in Canada was in the actual beginning of this, which you can go to Kung Fu Havoc 1 to see Path of Ascension. So you'll see, I'm about to do some serious martial arts shit right here. When Rodney takes this swing with his incredibly large fantasy sword. So, me being the leader, I'm downing myself. I don't want to give you guys too much. I will let you see everything, but I'm not going to give you too much. Because when I get everything up, it'll have all the dialogue. It just won't have special effects. This may have special effects in it because they were finished products. Yeah. So as you can see, maybe I should move this over there so you guys can actually get the full feel. And that way you won't be watching 2 venues of TV. So here's where Tay does that. And this is where he starts kicking our ass. Side step, flying dragon. So I also had to choreograph all of this too, and Tay did a damn good job at helping with the choreographing, so that we could make sure that it looked as close to real as possible. And so by now, if you're watching, I've learned my thing about camera angles and stuff. So the hits are gonna look a lot more proficient or profound, depending on how you want to call it. So he's leaving his section of the Fear Force, and when he meets me again, it will actually be me. Alright, so back in the real world, I'm going to be fighting. So this is probably like some of the hardest fight scenes, because Rodney was exceptionally stiff for a b-boy. That's probably insulting. And then we had to work camera angles out, and then I got his weapon, so we had to work out, and I had to cut this thing as best I could, because as good as Rodney was, he was still a little bit stiff. And then when you see the blooper reels, that's why that happened, which is also why that happened. No. So, it was a pretty good thing. Here comes my reverse tornado. Yeah, I was awesome. Here's Courtney, my seafood for Saber Night Lights. Yeah. So, now we're going to go away to, that was supposed to be the special effects shot. This is me getting my ass kicked. No, we did that a lot. We were making fun of Power Rangers with that. We're actually giving them respect. So, yeah, that was a big ass miss. As you see, certain clips does have special effects in it, and it was supposed to be jacked up a lot. I wanted that lightning beam to have beams in it like a wave, but yeah, all those dreams got dashed. So, and this was over 10 years ago. And I still have it. If you watch some of my stuff today, I still have some of the stuff I have. And all I want is to just make one decent-ass kung fu film before I go. Before I leave this earth, I want to be remembered for a decent-ass kung fu film. No. So this is this is Divide and Conquer. And I'm going to try and go to a different fight scene now, if at all possible, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That was me basically threatening the big guy. I don't know if I can go to another fight scene. Okay, so that's the end, actually. So, at the time we were filming, YouTube had a limit on how long your films could be. And so, that was like maybe 10 minutes, if that. I think it might be 10 minutes. I'm going to fast forward to the end. I don't think there's bloopers in here. Nope, there are no bloopers in here. So we're going to eject that. We're going to attempt to eject that. Oh, yeah. Because I'm ejecting it when it's not in the fucking damn computer. It's in the PlayStation. My bad. If you guys just saw a big ejection thing come across your screen, that's on me. So from Divide and Conquer, we go to Reign of Terror. And Reign of Terror is where Courtney's character, Daikon Darkcloud, starts to just dominate shit. Yeah, that's why it's called Reign of Terror. Yeah, hopefully this disc will play, because I meant to give everyone these discs, and I just never got around to it. And if I'm thinking about it, Courtney, if you're watching this here on Facebook, I will probably bring you these things. So this is Reign of Terror. No. I don't remember how long Reign of Terror is, but I'm going to let you watch it as I talk shit through it. It'll give you the preview of everything that happened from episode 1, I think. Nope, just episode 3. So this is episode 4. It's Reign of Terror. And so here's where Tay comes into play. And doing this last time thing, that was also a tribute to Power Rangers. TCB means taking care of business for those that are too young to know what the hell that means. Yeah. And me and CLS and J Diz are pretty much the only ones still chasing the dream, I guess. I had to cut this like as careful as possible. So as you can see, I only put in like the good things. Went fought back, kicking ass. It's gonna do a crane move, and then I thought, okay, yeah, let's not do that. So I left Darkon in a very upset predicament. This is me going into the Fear Forest. So as you can see, the special effects would have been a little bit more better if I had my actual footage and it actually got covered. Now Rodney's, I can't remember who was in the Fear Force or not when I started this thing, so I didn't touch it. No, he's not in the Fear Force. I went into the Fear Force. This is him and CLS, and they're going to have a samurai showdown, so to speak. I know you see them damn lights! So, that being said, you know, we're in the Fear Force now, and this is where Tay and I are actually going to have our conflict, and he's going to think that I'm the spirit there. No, actually, he's going to fight Chris first. Because as you can see, the effect I used was to make, like, it look cartoony. I forgot what it was. When I re-put this stuff back together, I'll figure it out. Because I still have that on my old Mac that I'm going to use when I get the new hard drive. And then I'm going to have to get up to the university and get someone to help me transfer this to all of my social medias. Now, hopefully it'll be someone I can trust. So that spear is supposed to be Tay's, because he is the Lord of Steel. And if you paid attention in the first episode that he's in, which I don't have, he created the chain out of a rock. Because he can make steel. That's why he's the Steel Lord. Okay. So this Rodney, all the Fear Force is basically your worst nightmares coming together. It's kind of like a Vision Quest, only reality. Yeah. So that was the best I could do at the time. Again, I had to cut this thing because it took a minute for Rodney to realize he was cut. So then, in the real world, Rodney and Chris are going to go at it. And so, they get to have at it. And then Chris is going to level the playing field. He's going to use his power to make a weapon. So, this thing had potential. It had great potential. Okay, minus the fact that you've seen that. It had great potential. That was basically all on me because when I was filming, I didn't see the backpacks. Oh, by the way, we filmed this in the Monticello Trail. Or, I forgot the name of the park. Whatever, it's still the Monticello Trail. So now they have weapons. And they're going to have a samurai-style duel and a showdown. I'm totally ruined this for y'all, I'm sorry. But had this worked out the way I planned it 10 years ago, you would already know the plot. You would already know the story. And you would already have known who the hell all of us were. So since every venture that I've done has epically failed, all I can do is epically explain why the shit failed. Okay? And I can only take the blame for it. I can only say that it's basically all on me, except for the fact that it's really not all on me. It's all on the asshole who has my entire set of footage in Alabama. So, that's that in a nutshell. He was supposed to fall almost instantly, but he decided to change up a little bit. And so there you go. Now his character is dead, but not dead. As you can see. Darkon Dark Cloud. He's pissed off. Can't remember if he said any cuss words. It's a good thing this thing is muted. Because I didn't, I tried not to have too many cuss words in this stuff. Because I promised my dad that everything else that I made, we would be limited to the words shit and damn. And sometimes that worked out, and sometimes it didn't. So back in the Fear Force, we're going to have the ultimate fight with me and Tay coming up. You guys are going to enjoy these reverse effects. At the time, they were like the coolest things ever when I was filming it. Which would have still been the coolest things ever had I actually got to air all of this stuff on YouTube. So, at this time, you know, we're still filming in the Monticello Trail. I was still healthy enough to do that shit. You know. So yeah. Yeah, I was up there. It was the second wall, though, that I flipped off of, not like the very top wall. I thought about it, but I changed my mind. So this led to a lot of that, and then me zapping him. And while him and I are fighting, he's going through, and we're going to bump. Now, there will be an editing mistake because Tay forgot the shirt that he was wearing, and so that led to this conflict of him not being in a shirt and then being in a shirt because we filmed the first part of the fight first and we filmed this part of the fight last. So you're going to see a big time editing mistake in no one's favor. So here we're trying to have a conversation and he thinks I'm the bad guy because he just fought me a second or so ago. I had to pull the kick because I didn't want to actually hit Tay, and that stomp was already broken, so we used it. No, I can improvise on anything. No. That was something I probably shouldn't have done when I shook my hands off. I didn't cut the tape right. And so I caught his foot. And now we're going to get into a really big rumble. And he's going to be whooping my ass 7 ways from Sunday. Like I said in the Fear Force, you're never in the same place more than for a few minutes. So in the wall, I have an obsession with walls and stairs. So I try to film on walls and stairs a lot. I'm sorry. I had to go ahead and get that out of my system, and I had to go ahead and tell you guys. There's that reverse thing. I actually jumped off the wall and had him throw the punch up. So then when we actually had him throwing the punch down, we're bringing down, and then I'm jumping off the wall. So when I reversed the polarity on whatever the effect was, it made it look like he's punching the shit out of me. Yeah. So I did add ghost trails again just because I thought it would look cool. Kind of found out I'm probably faster than the camera, so I probably didn't need the ghost trails. There's that kick up again. I think I've done that like maybe 25 times through this whole saga. And we chose to use weapons because in Path of Ascension, the special effects was just taking forever to get done. So then we decided to use weapons. It was easier to incorporate weapons than it was to incorporate many special effects. So we only use special effects like when it was like a necessary evil. And here's where I have a telepathic issue with my grandfather who's stuck in a dragon statue. Because when he died, he became a dragon. Because my character is supposed to be black and Chinese, as well as Native American. So we worked that out in the script. And his last name is Win, of the House of Win. So when you read the credits, it would tell you what his actual first name and last name is. I can't remember what the fuck it is. But we'll find out at the end of this thing. So I'm staying in the Fear Force, and he's going home to find Josh and Chris's characters, who is Max Ice Glacier, and Josh was somebody Flame something or another. And they're going to have a fight with Darkon Darkcloud. But there is a spoiler alert. When I get this whole thing together, you're going to learn something totally different about Josh's character. Master Courtney's character was basically invincible. These guys are doing jocking. That was paying homage to Ninja Turtles. So now they're going to get down. Yeah, my weapons are a little flimsy, don't judge me. I was poor and I got a good deal. I owe everything to the Party Starts Here. Because they gave me a really good deal on my weapons and stuff. When I told them I was doing, they were really behind me and I greatly appreciate it. And you can see that editing mistake right there behind them. So now they're about to get help. He's going to save their asses. Doesn't look like they need it right now, but, you know, that's where things are going to change. And again, another editing mistake because I'm an idiot and I didn't realize that that stuff was in the shot. Still in the shot. Now all these guys, man, they were awesome. There's a skateboard in the shot. God damn it. So that's the end of part 1 to Reign of Terror. I mean, yeah, well, that's fun. I obviously calculated on that. It's supposed to have said part 1. So Chris is Max Ice Glacier. Josh is Flame the Fire Lord. Tony Torch Scorcher. They're half brothers. I am Win. So my name is Echo Win. Win Echo Win. Or Win Echo of the House of Win. My first name was Echo. Long story, I was trying to do this thing as Chinese as possible. Sorry to all the Chinese people that I just offended. And then, as I thanked all the fans, and special thanks to my main man, Bruce Johnson, who was supposed to put my special effects in. I thank the DML, who I'm going to have to go make some investments and talk to them about getting all this stuff done all over again. So if you can just bear with me. Yeah, I guess I'll let you see that from the twisted mind of James Williams Jr., my J Havoc Productions that never got off the ground because no one knows who the hell I am. My Kung Fu Havoc 1, which this never aired on because I lost control of it when Google bought YouTube. So we're going to put in the second part of Reign of Terror. So you guys will have seen at least 3 episodes of Guardians of the Earth. And since I know these 2 CDs for sure play, I will definitely give them to Courtney. Probably doesn't want to watch them in front of his kids because he doesn't cuss anymore, and there's some serious cussing on this thing. So let's get it done. Reign of Terror Part 2. Now initially there were supposed to be 13 episodes, but time constraints made me have to combine the last 2 of those, and then we have, I think, only 7 episodes. So this will give you the gist of what happened, me going into the Fear Force. So this is going to be about me going into the Fear Force, and I think this may be the episode where I get smacked in the back of the head with the 722,000. So anyway, it's going into detail. See, there's reverse reflex. I had to take the thing. Yeah, so Rodney's character was named Raft. I had a lot of love for that wrestler that was named Raft, and I thought, the Wrath of the Gods, because basically Courtney was a god. We were basically gods too, because if you watch Path of Ascension, we have godlike powers of the air, earth, steel elements. So basically, I turned the elements of the earth into superheroes and a supervillain. And I know y'all see them damn lights! The lights, girl, the lights! Anyway, I'm sorry for yelling. So, Reign of Terror Part 2 begins with them leaving Daikon Dark Cloud. And, they're moving out. If you want to keep y'all alive, you better stop talking in front of my damn lights! I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have threatened young children behind a closed door. Well, anyway, this guy made his cameo. I forgot his name. They just watched Daikon Dark Cloud murder someone. I'm pretty sure that's Tay on the ground. Because I think I die next because I'm the cameraman. While the camera's reporting at the Devil's Doorway. Now, if I had special effects, I would have had like a ton of blood shit out of the guy's back. I didn't have any special effects because I needed the special effects guy to do that. This is me dying. And that's the reporter just saying, like, to hell with the cameraman. I'm gone, man. Okay, so we're back in the Fear Force, and now I'm going to take on Courtney. And I am going to get my ass kicked. For a little bit. Comic book rules, the superhero takes a beating for like at least 2 issues before he actually turns into a victory. So, now we're going to have a major role reversal of me getting my ass beat here. So, we had to make the contact look as good as possible. And then we're going to have Courtney do some wushu. And me roll out the way. Then kip up. And then in the air. This was like, that shot was like probably the hardest one to shoot. So we go back to the real world now. And our heroes have arrived after meeting the new guy. And they're going to go train in the Fear Force because Ice and Flame haven't been to the Fear Force, and very few people have a way into the Fear Force, which Steel and Air does. And Stone probably would have if Stone showed up to work. Same thing with the kid that was meant to be the hero in the whole thing, but died in the first episode along with Stone because they wouldn't show up to work. So I had to do some serious rewriting while we were filming because it was already set, and for the most part, the stuff is improv because they didn't like some of the things that we had wrote down, and some things when you write in a script doesn't come out the way it does on paper when you're talking it. So we just improv damn near everything. But everything is following the story. It's just super improv. And it's improv because, again, some of the things that I wrote down, it sounds cool until you actually have to say it. Okay, they're going home. They're never going to train until after they fight Courtney again, I think. So the real Darkon's out destroying shit. While the Darkon in the Fear Force, who's not the real Darkon, is kicking my ass. Over some statues that are Gateway Guardians. So the whole concept of this thing is basically any kind of guardian that I could possibly think of was meant to be in here, with the exception of Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Coyote, Deer Woman, and Native American stuff. So I used these gargoyle statues as Gateway Guardians, and my dragon grandfather statue. And yes, I took that from a legend of a man who got turned into a dragon statue. I forgot how it actually goes, so I just kind of twisted it up a little bit. Because supposedly in a lot of Asian mythology, when dragons ceased to exist, or dragons mutated into men, and that's how they were notified as dragons. It's the same thing like the Saiyan legend of how the monkey became the man to fight to protect the monks. Long story, and I probably still told it wrong. But anyway, the Monkey King is based, well, the Dragon Ball Z show is based on the Monkey King legend. So those are my two guardian statues, and here's where I continue to get my ass beat for a minute. Yes, go ahead, say it. Having a session with fighting on stairs, and those benches were basically like more stairs. So I had great potential with how I wanted this thing to look. And everything was going great until I decided, hey, I'm going to give this to Buse, and he's going to put special effects in it. And we're going to be set, and people are going to know who we are, and they're going to enjoy this thing, and they're going to love us for life. Yeah, I'm sorry to whoever built that. We kind of fucked it up. It wasn't supposed to be there anyway. Now this was really an accident, but we kept it. I really only toe tagged him. I didn't really literally kick him in the face, but it probably looked like it, which was good, and it was his idea to keep it. This was where the X building is now. It was like before the X building got there. So we had Courtney destroy it. The real Darkon is so powerful that we had him destroy stuff. He was basically going around Earth trying to take over everything. He was pulling a Cobra Commander. And so we had him destroy stuff. This is where my cheap ass special effects come in, so they really suck, so please forgive me. Obviously, that still needs to be cut some more, but what happened was, how I wanted it was, I wanted to find a building crumbling, and I just couldn't. So this is the after effect, and then that's the birds leaving the place. Yes, you've seen that shot before. Yes, I pulled the Power Rangers. Now here's me leaving the Fear Force with no return. I very well... Nah, damn it, I don't. I wish I had the other episode, because the other episode is where I get hit in the head with the 722,000. And it's freaking awesome. But I don't have it. I do have the footage, so I do promise that when I get everything together, it's going to happen, and you will know what the 722,000 is. That's my alias, Fang Grey Wolf. Wind, Echo, Windstorm. I also did the cameraman work in the Dragon. Dijon was the reporter. Tyrone Porter, rather. So he was the reporter named Tyrone Porter. So here's where we filmed, in Parks in Charlottesville. Yeah, they did double camera duty. Stay tuned for episode. One more thing. A very big thanks to our fans and extra special to the main man, Bruce Johnson of the DML, because he was going to do our special effects, which is where shit kind of went wrong there, because all of this came from the twisted mind of James Williams Jr. Everything is trademarked through J Havoc Productions, so that way nobody can really do anything with it, etc., etc. And all my stuff has that J Havoc Production stuff in, including, I think, Fallen Dragons. And I wish I could find that so that I could show you guys my very first film. And so this was also dedicated to my drill sergeant who passed away in a car wreck. So since I was a nasty girl, FC Sergeant Decker, National Guard, and then my recruiter, BC Brian Stoner. Both of these guys gave me a lot of strength to go into the National Guard, and long live the nasty girls. So that was my dedication to them. And because I was a martial artist before I was a military man, and you know, that's a little extra. Again, I think it might have been cut, which is why I think it played twice. But yeah. So there you have some of the stuff that I had done 10 years ago. Like 10 long years ago. You've seen Everything But a Clone Affair. And I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. You also haven't seen the cleanup. If I actually find those, I will put those, like we're doing this here, I will do the same thing and do a review. I'm actually going to set these right here, so Friday when I go see Courtney, I'll give him those damn things. But yeah, if I find the cleanup and whatever else I've done, I will basically do the same thing that I just did just now. And hopefully you guys will thoroughly enjoy it. So my basic plan is simple. You know, after I get a new hard drive, I'm going to redo all that stuff. And I'm going to hope like hell that I can put everything up. And then we'll see what happens. I made a video a few months back about how I wanted to quit this business because this business is unforgiving. And truth be told, this business is truly unforgiving. You have to have thick skin to get into the entertainment business. And I say that because I've been through a lot in 19 years. And I haven't had any doors open. And the doors that did open didn't open for me. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of that as an homage to hard work. You know, because I've put in the work. I just haven't gotten too far with it. But yeah, if you're watching that, you know, it goes to show that it can be done. Movies aren't that difficult to make if you have the people that are willing to show up and do the damn thing. It's just when you have people who don't show up to do the thing that delays everyone else, it kind of puts a damper on your spirits. And not only that, it puts a damper on the potential you have to keep going. You know, and a lot of people, they quit. I'm 19 years in, and I've been fighting for 19 years to get noticed. And I haven't gotten noticed. So I'm hoping when CLS gets me the new hard drive and I break out the old Mac and I put everything that I have on there, I'm going to put everything I have on this hard drive, and I hope he gets me enough terabytes so that I can put everything that I have, every footage, everything. I'm putting everything in there. I'm going to upload it to all of my social media sites, and then I'm just going to sit back and see what happens. To be honest, I don't want to die and be famous. I want to be famous before I die. I love Bruce Lee. He's my idol. He's my hero. And I don't want to follow in his footsteps and be like, oh, well, he achieved fame, but he's fucking dead. And I don't want to be that. I would love to get that fame, but not after I'm dead. Because fame after you're dead is not doing you any damn good. And I don't have kids, so I don't have a legacy other than what I'm putting up right now. And I want to be remembered for doing just one good kung fu movie. Even if I'm not the fucking star, I just want to be remembered for doing just one good movie. So I gotta go take this dog to the bathroom, and I will make one more video. So after I get back, I will thank you very much